Welcome back to See-Through Reptiles, and today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys, or showing you, not like teaching you, how to make a ball python kind of like bin slash cage. And this size bin, majority of your ball pythons will be able to live in this almost their entire life. You're going to have to go to a bigger bin eventually, but for now this will be very good for probably around 2 to 4 years in this bin. This bin is 37 quarts. You can get it at Walmart. Make sure you buy the bin that has these locking mechanisms on it, so that way your snake can't get out. They do make ones that just have the 2, which will be fine for the baby ball pythons because they're not that strong yet. But for this one in particular, this is what will be going in this tub right here, this little baby ball. My camera woman behind the camera is my girlfriend Tiffany. How do you say this again?
Azathic, something like that.
Azathic. I don't know what it's called, but
it's like a silver.
Yeah, it's got like a silver here. I'm gonna take that. It's like silver scaled. Kind of looks like a normal, but it's not. This snake could be worth up to $1,000 if it was a brighter gray. However, this one we just received at our local Petco. I know a lot of people are heinous to getting your animals at Petco, but when you see something that you really enjoy, and this snake in particular, the reason we got it is because yes, I'm still new into snakes and ball pythons, but I really enjoy them. So anyway, back to the video. You're going to need a 37 quart tub with locks you can get at Walmart. The lid in particular that comes with this has a little foam outline. That's the lid you want because it's going to keep in that humidity when you lock it down.
Even rubber. Even a rubber one.
It's kind of like a rubber foam, but like I said, with these locks, nothing will be able to escape this thing. And then later on in this video, I'm going to show you how to drill your holes for this enclosure. And yeah, so pretty much that's all you need for the enclosure wise. All the other materials, here they are. So another thing you can get at Walmart is kind of like a hamster hide. I use these in all my snake enclosures, as you can see here. There's another purple one. And then, I don't know if you can see this one way up here, but there's a green one in this one. Right behind those plants. These are really good to camouflage your snake, just to have like a cool hide. But yeah, this will cost you like $3 at Walmart.
Oh, I don't think it's even free.
The next thing you can get at Walmart is a 97-cent dog water / food dish that you can use as a water dish. As you can see, it's pretty deep, plenty for the snake to bathe itself, soak in for when it comes to shedding. And yeah, it's a great buy for 97 cents. Now onto the more expensive items you'll need. Your main one being your heat mat. If you don't know about ball pythons or any type of snake, they will need a heat mat because they generate that body heat through the bottom of their scales in their underbelly. So with that being said, for this size quart tub, you'll need a 10 to 20 gallon heater, as you can see in the top right of this packaging. It's a 10 gallon tank heater. It's like, they vary in price. You could get them at Petco for like $21, Pet Supermarket for 24, and then PetSmart you'll probably get them for like 20, 23 or something like that. But these are all my receipts, and basically at the end of the video I'm going to add up to how much all of this costs to start your own enclosure. Your next thing you're going to need is a hide, and I mean this is going to be my warm hide because as you can see there's no holes, whereas this one there are holes in the top, and when you close it down it's going to be a lot darker and the snake's going to be way more comfortable than it is in this hide than in this hide. So on top of it, with this being a warm hide, you're going to need some moss. This you can get in a big sheet at any pet store, and basically you break it off, soak it in warm water, and then you squeeze it out, It's just like regular sphagnum moss, you know, that you could get at any pet store. It used to be like a tan color. Now they don't sell it. I don't know why. But yeah. Now the last thing you'll need is your substrate. A lot of people will see this and be like, why are you using jungle mix? It attracts mites. Well, yes, I do know this. But another thing, if you're going to use this substrate, you're going to need this product over here, because it does attract mites. So you're going to need mite spray. You get this little bottle at any pet store for like $6-7 bucks. It works really well. And basically you're going to see how I use this product before I put this in. So without further ado, guys, let's start making this enclosure. Alright, so I drilled holes in the enclosure now. I drilled a total of 23 holes. I'll probably end up doing 24. As you can see, I got 9 on the left or right, and then I have 5 in the middle, and then 9 on the other side. So now we're going to put the heat pad on, because if you've been doing your research and you're looking into getting a snake, you need a hot and a cold side of your enclosure. And on the heat pad, it does come with these 4 little rubber grommets that you can put underneath any enclosure on the corners, which I'm going to do with this. Even though this is lifted a little, you always want as much airflow as you can underneath this, so it doesn't burn your reptile and it doesn't burn your plastic tote. Alright. Right now I'm going to put these rubber grommets on. And they do fall off, so try not to get them on your fingertips, but all I'm going to do is just place them, smush them down right on each corner of this plastic tub. Alright, so this one's not going to stay. We're just going to leave it there for a little bit. And it's okay if a couple fall off. As long as you have majority of them on there, you should be fine. Just push it on there. Make sure it stays a little bit. So now for the heat pad, this you definitely don't want anything to stick on, because this will fall off if you don't put it on correctly. So all you're going to do is take the little tab off. I'm going to do it like this. You're just basically going to put it on the tote, pat it down. Best as you can. And it should look like that underneath. I got quite a bit of air pockets in there, but it's okay, because I mean, you can use, where's that tape at? Not duct tape, because it's a little bit on the edge of being sticky when it reheats. But I'll be right back when I show you what tape I found. Okay, so I found the packaging tape, and just like that, I taped it a little better, so that way the stickiness on the pad, you know, will be all good and it won't come off. So now I can flip this over. Now we move on with the mite spray, and you just want to spray all the corners of the enclosure, and then spray a little bit of the middle. And then normally I wouldn't do this, but I don't have any paper towels next to me, so I'm just gonna. Never mind, I don't have paper towels, so I'm just gonna wipe this all around the enclosure. Wipe it up all the walls and everywhere. All over. And just like that, your tub has been light treated. So now we can put in our substrate. And you want a decent amount of substrate. I'm probably going to do half the bag. Just like that. And you don't want it to cover your air holes because then it's leaking all over your floor. So now we got that all good. Then you want to take some water and just spray it all. And once you figured out that it's enough, you should start to smell like a little earthy. And that means the substrate is soaking it in and that it's getting nice and good for your snake. So now you're going to want the water dish to be on a cold side, which I bought a pretty large water dish. Then you're going to want some spring water or just, you know, any kind of water that's, you know, treated. And then just pour it in there. And that should be good for the snake. And just like that, my water. And then since the heat pad is over here, you're going to want to take your warm hide. And like I said, you're going to want to soak this. I'll soak that later, but for now I'm just going to spray the inside of this so it's wet and it'll get humid really quick, and just put it right there. And then for your cool hide, I mean, you don't really need a cool hide. I probably won't using this because underneath the water dish she will be able to get underneath this, so actually this is just an extra. And I could put it right here, but there's no point in it, it's just cluttering up space. So for that, I'll be right back when this is all set up and we have the snake in and we have our moss all over the enclosure, and we'll be all good. After you put all this together, you should have something that looks like this. So I have my water, I have the moss all spread out the enclosure, and I even have a lot of it inside there, as you can see, to build up that humidity in there for the snake. And then you got all your air holes. And then now all we need is a snake, and we can plug in the heat mat, and it should be a nice home for this snake. So while my girlfriend's getting out the snake, we'll go over how much the entire thing all around costs. So here is a little paper we draw with all of our prices and stuff on that, even including tax. So the plastic bin itself was $10.48. The water dish was 97 cents. The hamster hide was $3.77. But we didn't use that, so you could scratch that out. So your total at Walmart would be around $16.29. That's with tax. And then at my pet store, I went to Pet Supermarket. I got the cave for $7.99. The heater for $23.99. The bedding for $8.99. And then the moss is around $7.99 to $8.99 again. And that total with tax comes out to $52.39. So in total, all of this together is $68.68. So $68.68, which will basically, adding a snake, like just a regular ball python for a setup like this, that's included. That's like a $70 more. So around like $130 to $140 and that's with your snake. Ours was $150, so this whole thing costed us plus the snake around $200. But you know, we want happy snakes and for them to live a happy life. So without further ado, we're gonna put the snake in its home. See how she likes it.
Just sniffing around.
She's gonna explore a little bit, checking her water bowl.
No, she did not have a cave like this at Petco, so.
And to be honest, this whole setup that she's in now is a lot bigger than her setup was in Petco. So she's most likely just going to explore the entire cage for now. Her heat pad isn't on, so she's probably looking for that warm spot. But like I said, she sees the little hole underneath the water dish. She'll probably check that out later. Probably will dig it out and basically hide under there a lot.
Ours do. Ours don't.
Yeah. But for now, we're going to put on the lid. We're just going to lock it up. And then I'm going to set you guys over here. Because this little indent here is where she'll be going, is here. So me and my girlfriend just pick it up. Try not to spook her too much.
I don't think mine does it. We might move her up. So we are going to have to move.
We're going to have to move this cage up probably 2 notches just to be safe. So we'll be right back when we're done with that. Alright guys, and then just like that, she's down in there. The heat mat is all connected, so if I wanted to, I could actually put another one there. And possibly another one here, but for now, she's going to be our only resident on this rack until after next week, after the Tampa Reptile Show, which I also will be videotaping, so stay tuned for that. But as you can see, guys, or maybe you can't really see in there, but she's down there all the way in the back corner, and she's just checking out everything. She's actually looking up this way. So yeah, as you can see, all this humidity, that's good to have in there. That's what we want. So without further ado, guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment in the comment section below, and give me some ideas or tips. But I'll see you in the next one.